Hi, this is Makhonas Spokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are dealing with the topic that speaks about things mentally strong people do. As a young man, you need to be mentally strong because this life is not for mama's babies. We have said that. It's not actually for Sisarach people that are crying and closing themselves and are behind closed doors and feeling like they cannot face this world. This life is for bold people that are waking up in the morning and say, yes, another morning, I'm gonna face the day, I'm gonna face the challenges that come my way. These are mentally strong people. But if you want to be mentally strong, you need to puff yourself up. Please, prepare yourself early in the morning. Tell yourself, this is the day that the Lord has made. Tell yourself, this is the day that I'm going to face, despite of the challenges that we're going to face. This is part 4 of this great topic, and I want to speak about people that are mentally strong. They are kind, they are fair, and they are very unafraid to speak up as well. People that are mentally strong, very kind generally, and they are fair, and they are not afraid at all to speak up when things are facing them. And I want us to look at it and say, why are we mentally strong people kind? Mentally strong people are kind because they know that life is about people. They know that you cannot survive without people in this world. Now, mentally strong people know that you will prepare your own environment, or how their life treats you is how you treat other people. So therefore, they will actually, as mentally strong people, make sure that they're consciously treating other people right. They're consciously respecting other individuals. They're consciously working out their lives into honoring people. That's a decision that they make. And the reason is because they know that life is about people. And if you are going to get the better things of life, is you better actually deal with the people in a civil manner. You better respect the people from the beginning. Now, that is why mentally strong people, therefore, are very kind. And they're very kind to people, and they're approachable, and everybody likes them, and everybody actually wanna assist them, everybody wanna support them. These are mentally strong people because they actually stir their own environment. They create their own situation of how people treat them. Very, very important. Now, your kindness becomes a seed that makes other people kind to you. Your kindness becomes a seed that stirs out people from caring for you as well, to care for you. And people consider you when you're kind to them, and they become kind to you as well. And it makes life easier. And I must emphasize that mentally strong people are able to look at that and become kind. Secondly, we have said that mentally strong people are fair. And a fairness that they do is because they realize that life is actually going to be against you if you're not fair in your dealings in this life. Because fairness is a principle that helps people to know that things are dealt with in a wisdom manner. Fairness, you're fair to people, you're fair about situations, you're fair about yourself, you're fair about anything that you're dealing with. Because when you are fair, you know that it's a standard that you're setting. And you would always know that when you are fair, you can actually treat people equally. And as I've said earlier, that when you treat people equally with a kind manner and you are fair to them, people will treat you fairly as well. Now, when you are actually having a mindset of fairness, you are going to think straight in your mind because you're not going to sit and say life is unfair. Because people that think that life is unfair are the people that are not strong-minded. And they're not they're not mentally strong. And because those people that feel that life is unfair, they are forever actually blaming life for everything that they do. And sometimes those are things that they've done themselves that have implicated them, because most of the things that we do are the ones that are launching us into the hot soup. They're the ones that are putting us into disadvantage in life. And sometimes we may not take responsibility of things that we have done because we are blaming unfairness of life. And we're looking at people and feel that people are unfair. But if you are having a fair mind in you, you're going to look at situations to be fair. And even challenges that come your way, You will understand that life is fair. Therefore, every challenge that you face is not only you. There are people that are facing the same challenges, and others are facing challenges that are even bigger than the ones that you're facing. So this is very important, therefore, as an individual, to understand that life is not unfair as you thinking. And because when you start to think that life is unfair, you are going to actually treat yourself in disdain and therefore not respect yourself. You're not going to honor yourself. You're going to think that it is life that is unfair. And as a young man, please be strong-minded. And as you are strong-minded, you'll start to realize that you are actually fair yourself in this life. You are fair to people, you're fair to yourself, you're fair to situations around you. And that is actually the attitude of mentally strong people. But we said also that mentally strong people, they are very much unafraid to speak up. They are able to speak up because, one, they know themselves very well. Because mentally strong people are having a very good self-image. They've got a good feel of themselves. They actually are very strong in their mind. They know very well that it doesn't matter how people feel about me. I must first feel good about myself. It doesn't matter how people treat you, but you must first treat yourself well, because that's very key of a mentally strong people. Now, mentally strong people, therefore, when they are not treated fairly by other people, they're not going to die in that and not speak it up. They will speak it up. They will actually tell the people, I'm not happy with how you treat me. I'm not happy with what you're saying to me. They're not going to remain and lock themselves behind closed doors and think that people hate them. They will address the issues. Because most of the time, the things that you didn't address, they are the things that are making you miserable. And as a young man, if you are not speaking up, realize that you're going to bottle even things that are very hurtful for you. And you are going to remain miserable. You're going to close yourself behind closed doors and realize that there's nothing that is getting better when you close yourself out. Because some of the things that people do towards you, even though they look unfair, some of the people are not even aware that they've treated you badly. Because whatever they've done, they've been trying by all means to do right things. And maybe it is only your perception. You can only clear it when you speak up. Because people can therefore then clarify or explain themselves and say, I did this because of this reason. And you may start understanding the reasons therefore. You may also understand that they didn't do it intentionally. It's by mistake. And only when you understand that people have done it by mistake, then you become at peace with yourself. But you must first speak up. Because if you don't speak up, then people may not know how you feel. Because sometimes when you hide your feelings, people may not be able even to help you. Remember, when you don't speak up, you're denying yourself of any help from anybody. So therefore, you're going to be miserable. Mentally strong people are not afraid to say, I don't have money. They're not afraid to say, I've got no food on the table, so please, people, help me. They'll speak up and they will request for help. They will shout for help where they need help. And mentally strong people are able to acknowledge that this is my fault. What I've done is a mess and I've messed up here. And they will actually be taking responsibility and be accountable to their own mistakes and therefore rise up and do better. That's mentally strong people. But they're able to say it to people as well. They're able to expose themselves to people. Because when you do so, remember, you're actually availing yourself for help. You're making people to be aware of what you are lacking and what you need as help. There are times when there are things that you don't know, but when you act like you know them, there's nobody's going to help you to know them. There's nobody's going to support you in learning them. There's nobody's going to support you in making sure that you're knowledgeable of that. So there are people that behave like they know it all. And that is the same thing that we're saying. You're not able to shout out or you are not able to speak out because you are afraid to do so. Now in life, never be afraid to speak up. Never be afraid to tell people how you feel. Never be afraid to ask when you need something. Never be afraid to tell people that this is what I need. Because when you do that, you're actually putting yourself at a platform where people will extend their help to you. and you'll become happy. So I want to emphasize that to you as a young man, that shout, even though you're still under the care of the parents, please speak up, tell them what you're happy with, tell them what you're not happy with, and also including as well, if you need something from them, don't assume that they understand. Don't assume that they know what you need. Speak up. They will be able and at your disposal to help you. I want to end up here today. This was part 4, of course, of this great topic, and I hope you'll join us as we deal with part 5 tomorrow. But I want you also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you basically click that notification button on our YouTube. Make sure that also you notified of the videos that we post. As we deal with part 5 tomorrow, that will be notified to you as well if you subscribe, click this notification button, and you shall learn out of this topics that we address to you as a young man. May the good Lord bless you, and allow me to say cheers for now.